Voyagers. My name is Julie and I am here with Nick.
Hello.
And today we are going to be revealing the latest snow globe pins. So without further ado, let's head out on our voyage.
Another round of snow globes. This series, every time I feel like they've done everything, they surprise me. They bring out more snow globes.
Well, I would really like a Luca snow globe. So,
have we had any Pixar snow globes? We'd have to think about it.
I don't know. I don't think so. But I could be wrong.
I'd like a Luca anything. Original. Nothing that we've already seen.
True that.
Okay, let's start. Pick one.
Okay, I'm going to pick this guy. All right, so we have Dumbo. And he's in the circus scene. And you have Timothy the Mouse. And it's kind of like they're catching him with the, I don't even know what that's called. But overall, I don't necessarily see any special effects like what we did when we saw the Mary Poppins. This is pretty much a straight up pin. They're under the big top with a lot of the other animals and clowns.
I'd actually have to say that of this series, I think this is the best one. And I think because it is simplified, it's very straightforward, but the line work, the enamel work is really well done. So
wait,
this
you're
is
saying,
a big pin, and I think it's pretty.
You're saying you like this one better than the...
I said of this group.
Of this group.
Of
okay,
this
I'm
release.
so sorry. Okay.
But of the other ones, I think this one will stand out amongst the series. It's one of the best executed.
Their eyes all look normal.
Yeah, everything looks the way it should. It's a really well done pin. If you're a Dumbo fan, I think this is going to be a grail because it's really pretty.
All right, your turn.
I'm going to go on the opposite end of the spectrum from what I just said. This is the Hercules. A cool design, but I really think, they just missed a few things, and I'm not going to lie, their faces are really rough. I mean, really, really rough.
Oh, yeah. I'm not the fan.
We have this to trade, so I would love to talk it up and say how wonderful it is. But it's not. And I'm going to say I feel like they missed the mark in the fact that you've got Hercules and Meg and Phil in the center, a baby Pegasus up top, and then on the bottom, you've got another Hercules. Oh, Pain and Panic are on the sides. But on the bottom, they could have put the Muses or Hades. Why is it Hercules again?
I also said this a long time ago when we got our Hercules pins that I didn't understand why Phil had to be with Meg and Herc.
She has this thing against Phil. Just let that go.
Yeah, but it would just be cuter if the two of them were together. All right. For our next pin, we have the Jungle Book. I like the pin. I like the vine work, the screen printing on it. It kind of gives it that 3D effect. But does it have to stay in my collection? No, not necessarily. I mean, it could. But I think overall, a nice pin. So potentially for trade.
I'm going to pick up this one. Tangled. I think they did a nice job. The faces look good. I have the opinion that Rapunzel is one of the hardest princesses for artists to draw correctly, to true imagery from the movie. And I think this one's pretty good. There's a little special effect. Rapunzel's dress has some glitter on it.
Is Pascal in it?
Yes, Pascal is is on this pin, but unfortunately he's not very well executed. He is at the very top of the tower, and I think they did some screen work. He's just too small. This is one of those pins that it would have come out 100 times better had they just made it maybe 10% bigger.
Yeah, he's super tiny.
Super tiny. So, when you think about it, the smaller you get, the harder it is to get those fine details. So when you have an intricate design, I really wish manufacturing hadn't made it as small as it is.
But you got the moss on it again, which kind of gives it that 3D effect.
Yeah.
All right, last no go. Okay, Moana, make way, make way. This one definitely has the most effects out of any pin. So you have the sandblasting, which I think is really cool. You have the screen print on it as well. I like the pin. Nick, what am I going to say about this pin?
You don't like their faces and... Wait. You won't even let me look at it. Oh.
No, there's like one major thing that I always say when it comes to Moana pins.
Maui's hook doesn't have the
screen print.
The screen print on it.
You gypped yourself on this one. It 100%. Like, they did all this other screen print, but you're not willing to screen print the hook. Like, meh. But I do like the pin. So, there's Pua. Also, I feel like they could have done a little bit better job with Pua.
See, I disagree. I think Pua is fine. Hey's there. The thing I love are all the Kakamuras. They're really humorous in this pin, and they're scattered at various places in humorous situations. I like the pin. I don't get myself worked up about Maui's hook. It's fine. I like this pin. Mm-hmm. I think it's a pretty well done execution.
So keep it?
I mean, possibly. One thing that we're starting to realize, we collect and collect and collect, and then we go to make a board, and we have too much. So one of my main collections was Dr. Facilier, and I just put together my Dr. Facilier board, picking the best pins that will fit on this board. And I slowly start to realize that I've got all these pins, some of which I think are pretty cool, but they just don't fit. So our Moana board is behind us, and it's pretty darn full. So I would say only keep this if there's another pin that you would put in its place.
True. So we will see with that one. But I hope that you enjoyed this video. I know that we had fun making it.
So if you like this video, please do all the things. Give us a like, subscribe. That would be really amazing for us. And share it with your friends. If you would like to trade with any of the pins that you see here, on Instagram, you can find me at Second Star Pins to the right.
And I am Pinstress_JMW. If you are as much of a pin nerd as what we are, please check out our podcast about all things pins at Pin Voyagers on all major podcasting platforms. And until next time,
we'll see you on our next voyage.